YouTube, what's going on? It's Monday night. Hope you all enjoyed the Konami video. I know that stuff, people seem to have mixed feelings about it, but honestly, for certain castings, that's the only brand. And it's a nice brand. The quality is good. The cars are pretty awesome, I think. This thing is really cool, though, from Johnny Lightning. A little AMC Hornet. Tires are way too wide, but outside of that, I like the car. I love oddball stuff like this. Stuff that you don't see very often. Like, there's just endless Mustangs and endless Camaros, endless Impalas. So to get an 81 Malibu or or a Gremlin or something like this, I really like it. That's part of why I like Konami and Tomica Limited Vintage as much as I do, because it's the same type of deal. So this is kind of these wheels are a temporary stay on this car. From this angle, I think it looks pretty good, but from down here, it looks like a monster truck. These are the wheels I pulled off of the Breezy. It's a duplicate casting, so eventually I'll find some nice wheels for it. Maybe with one of those Tokyo Torque wheel packs. So, got this. I think Walmart hit an old case of Auto World, because this is a 2015 release. Kind of glad I found it though, because I parted ways with most of my Auto World collection a few months ago. So, gotta try to rebuild it a little bit. I still have around 40 or 50 of them, but I had about 130. This is a super nice casting. To this color and the detail and the stance and pretty much everything about this casting is sick. I love vintage Mopar like this, and it's another oddball casting. So that's pretty sweet. I like that one. I was able to find this, which I think, honestly, when I sold my Auto World collection, this might have been one of the ones that I kept, but I'll have to go through and double check. Pretty sick Trans Am, though. You know what would make it better? As if it was the Raw, but it's not. You know what I might do? If this is a duplicate, I might take the spoiler off one of them. I bet it would look awesome without the spoiler. Then I found this one. So I was happy to find, because when I tried to keep one of each tooling, and when it came down to the Challenger, it was a really hard decision, because some of them are awful looking and then a couple of them are awesome looking. I ended up keeping the black one. It's just like this but black, and then it has like the orangish red stripe. And it was also the other one that I was tempted to keep was the new black one with the torque thrust wheels on it. But this one was always one of my favorites. This one and the reddish orange one and the black one. So this was a nice little find. Although the front tampo on the front quarter panel has some issues to it. As you can see there. Pretty uncommon for Auto World. You know, the biggest issues I find with Auto World are paint issues. Don't think I've ever seen a tampo issue. But that's alright. I still really like the car. I also today cracked open a red one. I cracked all these on camera and I ran out of memory, so I had to make room. So that kind of sucks, but this is a beautiful ultra red. I've never had an ultra red like this. It's a red body and a red base. 1966 Chevy Impala SS. And one thing that's very common on ultra red castings is paint flaws. But I went over this one really closely and I can't find anything wrong with it. It's an amazing color, amazing paint job on it. The application was just, it just seems like it was perfect. Look how clear the windows are. No oxidation, no bubbling. Oh, maybe a couple spots there on the hood. See, in that type of stuff, I challenge any of you to find an ultra red that doesn't have something like that. I don't think I've ever seen an ultra red that had a perfect paint job. This one does have a little bit of a hood issue, which is very uncharacteristic for Auto World. But otherwise, just a gorgeous car. Man, that looks so killer. So, not a great haul, but definitely not a terrible haul. Really looking forward to that square body. And hopefully that's the beginning of at least a few new toolings that they come out with. That truck is going to be such a... It just doesn't fit in with their lineup anywhere. But who am I to complain about that? At least we're getting something new and different from Auto World. I just hope that the tires aren't exceedingly skinny on those trucks. That's that's actually the only concern that I have. I know the stance will be nice. I know the detail's going to be probably as good as it can be. But yeah, my biggest concern is the width of the tires. How silly is that? All right, everyone. Have a good night. Have a good Tuesday. And I'll talk to y'all later on.